Okay, we're recording. Yes. All right. Happy October. Our amazing diamond upline, Beth Anderson. If you aren't aware, Beth is our closest diamond. I think I'm like her 10 or 11 now, something like that. So
I think 11. Crazy.
she is our diamond and she is amazing. And I feel like I'm her level 1, so that's always great. I just want to throw out a couple things before Beth gets started. She's going to share a little bit about her story and how she stays consistent after 6, was I right, 6 years with Plexus?
Let's see. Yeah, 6.5.
6.5.
Yeah, March of 2013. Yeah.
Okay,
When
awesome.
you said that, I was like, it's not 6 yet, but it is. Yeah, it was 6 of March. So crazy.
Time flies when you're having fun. So she's going to share a little bit about why this is not a fad, obviously, why we're still hanging around, and why we want this for everyone. We want emerald, sapphire, and diamond for all of you. Just a quick reminder, get your Rockstar Retreat points sent to either Kate or myself so we can announce those who's in that. And then also the Deck the Halls was just released for October. So there's a lot of incentives to win extra cash in October. And we'll be posting more about that on Shine Bright. But check your emails for that. And if you haven't muted yourself, please click mute so we can hear the amazing Beth. I will hand it over. We'll try to keep it, about 20 minutes or so from the recording time. So,
sorry, I had to go scream at the dog. So they're in here now, so maybe they'll stop barking. So anyway, sorry.
Go ahead, take it away.
Okay, guys. Okay, first of all, thank y'all for being on, because I know most of y'all, it's like you're just waking up. And anyways, but we thought this might work out when Kate asked me, because we're 2 hours different, and so to get it at nighttime, it's kind of hard, because when y'all are doing live, we're going to bed. So anyways, but thank y'all for being on. Yes, like Kristen said, Kristen, I think, is my level 11. Like, you guys are an amazing team. I love your team. I love your leaders. They know this. They are just precious to me, and I'm so thankful for their leadership and their friendship, most of all. So anyway, so yeah, 6.5 years ago. So I some of y'all may have heard my story, but I'm just going to start from the beginning. I'm going to keep it quick. But 6.5 years ago, my life looked very, very different. I've been married to Scott for 20 years. We met in college, college sweethearts. And we have 2 boys, Luke and Jake, who are now, let's see, Luke will be 17 in 10 days. I cannot believe that, because I'm 25. So I'm not sure how that worked out. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, he'll be 17 this month, and then Jake is 13. And so we have 2 boys. We're super busy. Scott was working for IBM. He was traveling all the time. I was actually working 3 part-time jobs, which equaled way more than a full-time job. And so, but in saying that, I'm so thankful for those jobs, because my dream my whole life was to graduate from college, but then I always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. And I'm so thankful that God did grant me the desire of my heart to do that. And I was a stay-at-home mom for a long time, but my husband was in the mortgage industry, and when it crashed years back, we had to start over. And so it meant him starting a new career. It meant me doing whatever it takes to make ends meet. And so I was so thankful that I had these jobs. But guys, I was tired. I was exhausted. But I just thought that's how life was going to be. We were finally making it again. We had always been people who save, but when your whole industry crashes and you can't really do much about it, we went through our savings very quickly. And so I was working on these jobs. Scott was traveling all the time. So when we were all home together, we were exhausted and we were stressed all the time. But again, I thought, this is how life is. It's fine. We're going to do it. This is just how we're going to do. So several of my friends had actually started taking Plexus a few months before March of 2013. And I truly thought they were crazy, because at that time, all we knew Plexus for was for weight loss. We didn't know anything. Like, we didn't even know there were other products with Plexus, but I'd watched Celeste Gwen, I'm sure y'all know Celeste, and a couple of our other friends, Rainey Anderson and Ariel Post, take these products, and they all had lost weight, were having energy, and I was like, no, thank you. I'm not gonna have anything to do with that because it has to be bad for me. Like, it has to be something that's gonna cause like some kind of damage to me, right? So Celeste decided to decide to be an ambassador. And so she picked up the phone and called me. And guys, that's my number one tip, is she picked up the phone and called me. If she had never done that, I would not be drinking Plexus today, period. If she would not have picked up the phone and called me and said, hey, I want you to do this with me. I truly had no interest. I told her no. But my husband, Scott, was like, you know what? Let's just try the products for a month. Guys, we didn't even know to buy the big welcome pack. We bought the $99 welcome pack for both of us to share. It had Slim and Accelerator. And nobody even knew to buy them. I mean, that's how clueless we were. So we decided, okay, we're going to do that. We bought the welcome pack and immediately had health results. Yes, we had some weight loss, but immediately we had health results. I told Celeste I didn't have time to work this. I had no interest in working this. I was anti-network marketing. Now, I'm not going to lie. I would go to every party there was and support anybody out there. But I was like, heck, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But she did not stop when I said, heck no. And I said, heck no. Like, I remember her calling me going, you need to post on Facebook. And I was like, you are crazy if you think I'm going to post on Facebook about this. Seriously, I was like, because here's the deal. I was a co-owner of a boutique that I was posting about. So I was like, I'm just going to be this person. Come buy my clothes. And if you can't buy my clothes, buy this drink that's going to make you lose weight. And then you can buy my clothes. And I didn't want to be that person that everybody's like, oh, she's just trying to sell me something, right? But all I have to say is God had other plans. That's 1,000,000% the truth. He had other plans. He had this journey planned for me way before. I mean, like, could not even imagine that this would be the journey that God picked out for my family. So how did I start? Like, because I said I wasn't going to do anything. Well, what I realized very shortly was that I'd always been a network marketer, even though I wasn't really a network marketer. I shared everything. Y'all, when we were signing up in the driveway, I literally remember this. Our kids were playing outside, and we were sitting in the driveway signing up for our $99 welcome pack. And my neighbor goes, what are y'all doing? And I was like, I have no idea. We're about to drink some pink drink that's going to help us lose weight. That's all that I said. It could have been pink antifreeze. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what was in it. I didn't care. I was going to maybe try it for a month and shut it off. And you know what he said? Well, if you are trying it, I'm going to try it. He ordered right there on the spot. Like, I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Here, I guess you go to this website. Had no clue what we were doing. But I've always shared what I liked. And y'all always share what you like. It can be as simple as you're sharing a new recipe, or it can be you're sharing a new place to get your nails done, or you're sharing whatever you're sharing. That's what Plexus is sharing something that you love and that's working for you. And so if you can get that into your head and stop thinking, oh my gosh, I'm selling something. Oh my gosh, I'm this. Oh my gosh, I'm that. And get all the junk out of your head and just realize you're sharing, just like you would share, oh my gosh, I just got fajitas at this new Mexican place and they were so good. That's all you're doing, right? I didn't think anything of it. He asked me a question, what are y'all doing? I don't know. I'm drinking some drink that's going to make me help lose weight. He knew me. He trusted me. He ordered. And that's how my story went, because I did not have time for this, guys. 3 jobs, working all the time. I would take my kids to school, go to work, pick my kids up from school, get dinner ready, go back and do whatever I needed to do. Weekends, days, whatever. I did not have time for this. I did not have my own story at all. But I knew that it had worked for my friends. And so why I didn't believe that it was going to work, because I didn't think, even though it worked for them, I was like, this is not going to work for me, whatever. I still was like, well, my friends have been doing it, so I can tell people that my friends have been doing it. But really, I didn't even think that much into it. I remember like being at a baseball field and somebody walking up going, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't know. I'm drinking this drink, whatever. I don't want Coke anymore. And she was like, well, I need to do that. She joined as an ambassador right there from her phone. I think so many times we think too much into it and think I have to know all this. I need to know all the ingredients. I need to know all this. Guys, we didn't even know where to find the ingredients when we first started, for goodness sakes. Now, I know there's going to be a handful of people in different areas. It may be more prominent that people are going to want the ingredients. I'm not saying don't learn. I know what the products do for me. I have stories of what these products have done for so many different people. And that's my passion. We had a team lunch just yesterday, and the stories that came out, Alicia McKee is one of my diamonds, and she said, okay, I just want everybody to go around the table and tell everybody what their favorite product was. Just from that, we heard of people being able, literally, I got my life back. I'm no longer on antidepressants. I no longer have plantar fasciitis. My kids no longer have skin issues. All these things and more, those are just a few. By going to this lunch, this fun lunch, I got 15 stories of what Plexus has done that I can put in my back pocket, that when somebody's like, oh my gosh, I cannot get rid of my kid's eczema. I'm like, oh, ding, ding, I have that story in the back of my head. That son had eczema so bad, it was bleeding everywhere, and they tried everything, but Probio 5 helped it. It's in my back pocket. People talk. I have a new ambassador, and it's so fun to see the excitement of her. She called me one day. She goes, all people do is talk about how tired they are and how bad they feel. And I was like, you are correct. And so by having these stories, by listening to other people, you can go and share Plexus. You don't have to know exactly what it does. You don't have to know how we rank up. You don't have to know all these things. These things are great to learn, but don't let that stop you. Don't make it so difficult that it stops you. So how my journey went, March of 2013, I started. I said I was not going to. I did post on Facebook actually rather quickly. I was terrified. There's moments still, y'all, woke up in the middle of the night the other day and deleted one of my Facebook posts because it made me so anxious. Not even kidding. Been in here 6.5 years. It just made me anxious. So I went and deleted it in the middle of the night. I'm so dumb. Like people, I have had one person unfriend me that I know of in 6.5 years. She wasn't ugly to me at all. I didn't even really know her, but she unfriended me. Whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I am a yellow personality. I wear my heart everywhere. I want people to not unfriend me. I want people to like me. I would never want to offend anybody. But what I have had to realize is there's many people out there that because I have shared on Facebook, because I have shared my passion, that their lives are completely changed. Whether it means they can buy groceries for their family and not stress about it this month, or whether it means they can literally get off the couch and walk, which they couldn't do 6.5 years ago. People's lives have been changed, and that's what we need to remember and choose that over fear. And I'm telling you, I'm preaching to the choir because I deleted a post in the middle of the night the other day. Not even kidding. So anyways, I did start sharing. Guys, I maybe had 10 minutes a day to work my business. Maybe. I would work it wherever I was. I did work my business every single day. I do work my business every single day. That may look totally different for one person sitting in one square here and the next person sitting next to you. It looks totally different than it did when I started. I would send a message on my lunch break. I would answer a response at a red light. Don't do that, but I did. I would send a message sitting at whatever practice my kids were at. Whatever it took. Guys, I unintentionally stopped watching TV so much that now I struggle watching TV. Last night, Scott's like, I found a new show. I'm like, great. I don't have time. I will watch TV every once in a while, but I found time to do this. I'm so sorry. That dog is so annoying. So March of 2013, we just went. We didn't even know where we were going. February of 2014, I was diamond. That's 11 months. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm telling you that because I was working 3 jobs, and I hear people say all the time, I don't have time for this. I don't have time to make 5 minutes a day in my schedule. You do have time to make five minutes in your schedule. Is it a priority? I'm going to shut this door. Hang on one second. Bella, stop it. That dog drives me crazy. Okay, sorry. Real life, right? Real life around here. Anyways, I hear it all the time. I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. Do you have 5 minutes? Because you know what you can get done in 5 minutes? A whole heck of a lot. You can probably message 20 people in 5 minutes. Not even kidding. Make a simple message. Have you ever heard of Plexus? Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, and message 20 people. Oh my gosh, we have this amazing new product. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. 5 minutes. Respond. So give you 5 minutes in the morning, give you 5 minutes at night. Y'all woke up this morning and got up and are getting ready and you're doing whatever. You know what? When you're taking a bath or doing whatever, check your messages real fast. Now, I'm not saying be consumed by this because obviously that was super important to me when I realized what it could do for my family. When I started growing in this business and seeing things, gosh, everything changed. And I will tell you this, guys. I remember sitting in, if you've heard my story, you've heard this because I tell it all the time, but this is when things changed for me. I was sitting in my friend Ariel Post's house. She's another one of my diamonds. We were sitting in her office, and it was probably summertime at this point. I started in March, Ariel started in April. It was probably summer, maybe September. And I looked at her and I said, Ariel, I said, if we can make $500 a month through Christmas, I won't have to stress about Christmas this year. You see, every year I had 2 garage sales. This is the truth. I had one at, like in May, right before school got out, and one in December. And those garage sales gave me the money to use for my summer fun with my kids, whether it just be like go Chick-fil-A or whatever, or for my Christmas gifts. That's the money I use. And if I didn't have to do that garage sale in December, oh my goodness, I was going to be so excited. So I said to her, if we could make $500 a month until Christmas, I won't have to stress about Christmas. And we can have like one of the best Christmases we have. Now, in saying that, I know Christmas is not about the gifts at all. I'm a huge memory maker with my kids, but I wouldn't have to stress about how I was going to pay to take my kids ice skating that Christmas, because we do that every year. That's a memory that we have. We go to the Galleria in Dallas and ice skate every year. We have since my kids were little. But guys, ice skating isn't cheap. And just ice skating was going to, I was going to stress about spending that money. The funny thing is, when I said $500, we were making way more than $500 a month at that point. But in my head, $500 was what was going to be a game changer for my family every month. So think about that. Think about if you're just starting, or if you're in here, what amount of money is going to be a game changer for your family? Some of y'all don't have to stress about money, and that's great. But is there something that you've always wanted to do? Is there something that you could be proud of that you could do? Could you take your family on vacation? Could you pay for your kids' college? What could you do? For me, one of my greatest, most exciting things that I've gotten to do with Plexus is my kids get to go to Sky Ranch. I know Kristen's kids went this summer too. All of my friends' kids went to Sky Ranch before Plexus. And I would have to tell my kids no every year. Sky Ranch is an amazing summer Christian camp for kids. And I would always say I would love for my kids to do that, but there's no way, absolutely no way I could pay for that. Guys, my kids have gone to Sky Ranch every year since 2015 now. And it is amazing, life-changing week. I've seen my little one, well, he's not little anymore. He's 13, but back then he was little, flourish. It is his place. It is where he has become the person that God has designed him to be. And they get so excited to go. For me, that is one of my biggest blessings of Plexus. Yes, it's all this. Yes, I get to be at home again. Yes, my husband gets to be at home again. But I got to send my kids to Sky Ranch. And that, for me, was huge. So what does that look like for you? Seriously, I want y'all to think about that. I want y'all to write that down. I want you to message Kristen, message me, and tell me what that is for you. What could Plexus literally do for you? Guys, I'm telling you, $200 changed my family's life of month. $200. Seriously. And I know that there's some of y'all out there that have a smile on your face that you're thinking, and in the back of your head, $200, I wouldn't stress about the grocery store. But nobody knows that, because nobody knew that we had to stress about going to the grocery store. Nobody knew that when we lost everything, I couldn't even buy a pack of gum at the grocery store. Nobody knew that, because I put a smile on my face and I went about my day, and I never told anyone, ever. I literally remember trying to start my car one day to go get my kids, and we had no gas in the car. And luckily my parents were there, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just ran out of gas. Like, they had no clue. I just ran out of gas. Could somebody just go get me $5 of gas? Literally to go get my kids. They didn't have any idea how bad we were, because people hide it. Why am I telling you this? Not to feel sorry for me, because I'm telling you this because there's people out there that need this business, and you don't know it, and they're not going to tell you. So don't prejudge anybody. Don't prejudge them. You don't know what they're going through. People hide things. People don't want you to see the ugly. People want you to see the happy, right? There are people that want you to see the ugly, and we'll tell you all about it. But there's a lot of people out there that are hiding it behind their face. People need these products. People need this business. And that's why I'm still sharing 6.5 years later. Seriously, if these products didn't work, none of us would be here right now. So just get that out of your head. If these products did not work, these products do work. If they didn't, we wouldn't be here. None of us would be here. We'd be working 500 jobs or whatever we needed to do. Seriously. In saying that, I lost a lot of weight, and I have gained some of my weight back. But you know what? I was 36 then, probably. I'm 43 now this month. My body has changed. But guess what else? I'm not as, when I first started and I lost all that weight, I didn't eat sugar at all. I didn't drink soda at all. I made all the right choices because Plexus is a tool and it can't just do it for you. It helps you tremendously, but you have to make the right choices. And in 6.5 years, sometimes I get out of the habit and sometimes I'm like, ooh, I'm just going to eat whatever I want. Even I have Plexus, whatever. But I tell you what, last month before Hawaii, about a month before Hawaii, I decided I'm going to lose 10 pounds before I get to Hawaii. Who cares? You know, whatever, 43 doesn't have anything on me. Guys, I lost 8 pounds in a month because I got consistent with my products and I listened to my products and I stopped eating the junk all the time. These products work. If they didn't work, 6.5 years later, we would not be here. That's why I keep sharing every day. That's why I work my business every day. People need these products. They do. Brand new ambassadors, we had 3 of them yesterday telling us, brand new this year within probably the last 4 to 5 months, telling us how the products worked. They'd never taken them before. They didn't have whatever old product that everybody's like, oh, I wish I had this, whatever. Our products right now, tried and true, work, but that you have to work with them. So what do I do? I share Plexus everywhere I go. I do message people. My day looks totally different now because I do have a great, amazing team, and so I have to do some of that. But here's the deal. Get to events, whatever that looks like. If that's a team lunch, if that's a corporate event in your area, if that's a Zoom, showing up on these Zooms, like this is amazing at 6:30 in the morning for y'all that there's 25 people on a Zoom. Holy cow. Like right there, that shows that y'all want this. Seriously. Kristen, you should be proud. Because I was thinking, oh, they'll probably have like maybe 10 people. 6:30 in the morning, y'all are committed. Seriously, I see people in the car. I see people getting ready. People all over the place. I have our team Zoom every Tuesday at 10:30. You'll see people at work on their phones. Sometimes we have 30 people. Sometimes we have 80 people. You know, are you committed to listening to the Zoom if you can't be on it? You just have to be committed. You just have to work a little bit. You have to make your team a culture. You have to make it a family. I truly believe that my team, this team, is a huge, ginormous family. It really is. And I love my family and I take care of my family and I communicate. So many times I see people sign people up and they never do anything with them again. They never check in on them to see how their products are going. They never nudge them, even if they say, I'm just a wholesale ambassador. Guys, what if Celeste just let me be a wholesale ambassador? Seriously, what if she did not say, you know, if she just knew that I said, I'm going to try these products for a month and that's it? What if she left it at that? We have, I don't even know, I've lost count. A long time ago, the last time I checked, we had over 60,000 people on our team. 60,000 people. That is not me. I do not have 60,000 people. That is a whole lot of people finding their friends and telling them about Plexus. If Celeste would have said, oh, whatever, she said she's not going to do it, I'm not going to mess with her anymore, I'm not going to contact her, I'm just going to let her be a wholesale for as long as she wants, everybody on the Zoom's life might be different. Mine would be completely different. Mine would be, I have a junior in high school and I would have no idea how I was going to have to pay for college for him. I would have no idea. I would not be able to help him at all. But now I know that we can get through at least a couple of years because we've been able to save in the 6 years for at least 2 years of college. And we're going to continue to keep doing that, right? I would be so stressed out about that. So what I'm saying to you is don't let somebody just say that they're being wholesale mean to you, I'm never going to contact them again. You check in with them. You invite them. We're having a team Zoom at 10:30. I don't know if you can be on, but if you can't be on, you can listen to the recording. We record them. Jen Weiland is a good friend of mine. And I did not know Jen before Plexus. She's my level 2. Her sister-in-law is my level 1. Jen lives in Nebraska. I'd never been to Nebraska 6.5 years ago. I now have 5 or 6 legs in Nebraska from different people. But she made a decision. She didn't know anybody in Nebraska that did Plexus, and she didn't know what she was doing, but she made a decision, and she decided to grow this team. And the culture she has with her team, the culture she has with her friends is why her team is continually growing, staying together, not losing all the people all the time. She has a culture. She takes people to lunch. She talks to people. She texts people. She doesn't hide behind the computer. She'll call people and say, how are these products working for you? She will take team members to lunch. Guys, that is one of the biggest things in growing. You cannot become diamond on your own. I was just talking to a friend about this. She's gold and she got to above gold on her own, and she's trying to get to senior gold. And I said, you have to get your team working. You cannot keep ranking up all the way up and doing it on your own. I mean, you just can't. It takes a team. So how are you going to build that team? Are you going to stay in communication with them? You have to stay in communication. You have to make it fun. You have to make people want to become a part of something, because when people are a part of something, they don't ever want to leave. Truly. I mean, I have people who literally just order their products, but have ordered their products for six years, who come to our lunches because it's a part of something. People are out there struggling financially, health-wise, but people are also lonely and they want to be a part of something. So I want you to look. I want you to look all around you today as you're going around your day, whether you're at work or at your kid's school or wherever you are, whatever that looks like. And I want you just to think about all the people around you. What do you think they're going through? Don't prejudge them. You don't know them. I mean, you know them, but you don't know what they're going through. People are putting a smile on their face and going about their day. There are people out there that you're scared to talk to because you think they have it all together, but maybe they just don't. Maybe you don't know that they have pain so bad that it's hard to get up every single morning, right? Maybe their husband just found out that he's going to be laid off in a couple of months and they don't know what they're going to do. Maybe they just want to go on a vacation and take some time off. But maybe they just need a friend too, and this could become a family. I can tell you example of that exact thing, of where people have become a part of a family and they just needed a family. And I think that is one of the biggest blessings ever, to see that happen, truthfully. So my day, I mean, I do share plexus wherever I am, wherever I go. Kristen is an amazing example. She doesn't stop. She recruits all the time. But she loves people, and that's what it's about. It's not about us, it's about loving people. We were put on this earth to love people and to serve people. And this job is an amazing way to get to do that, even more than we do every single day. And when we take all the other stuff out of it, yes, we have to learn, we have to know these things, but loving people is what we are called to do, and that's what we should be doing. And I promise, if you are doing that, then you can do this. I know it's scary. There are so many scary things. Guys, if you would have told me I would have been talking on a Zoom 6 years ago, I literally would have been like, no, thank you, Celeste. You can keep your pink drink. I'm not going to even try it. There are so many things that this would have taken me over the top, talking like this to y'all. Like, there's no way I could do it. There's no way in a million years I ever thought that I would ever get on a stage and speak to people from a stage. I've done numerous Super Saturdays. I've done numerous opportunity meetings for corporate. I've done tons of meetings here, with our team. I didn't think I could do it. It terrified me. It scared me. It scared me to post on Facebook. It scared me to send cold messages. It still does sometimes, all the time, not just sometimes, just FYI. It scares me all the time, because I'm like, what are people going to think? What are people going to think? But let's change that and remember what it's all about. And remember that I know somebody that literally couldn't get off the couch, and she wasn't even 40 years old, and literally had to have her dog pull her off the couch every single day to get up, and couldn't even hold a regular plate, would have to eat with paper plates because she literally couldn't hold a plate. And now she's living in Australia and has a baby and living a life because of these products, right? Remember that. Remember the mom that literally could not function because she had migraines and couldn't get out of bed, and people talking like just hurt her so much, but she's living life. Remember the people that like literally were on anxiety medication, severe antidepressant drugs, that now don't have to take those anymore, and that can be there for the family. Remember the mom and dad. I say this all the time. I said this on I did my story just recently. The biggest blessing for our family is that my two boys have their mom and dad back, and they have them here, and they have them present in their family every single day. That's huge, guys. So when you're scared and that fear gets in your head and that devil gets in your head and said, these products really don't work. There's nobody else out there. Everybody does plexus. Oh, plexus is saturated here. When the devil gets in your head and say that, you're going to say no. Because there are people out here that need these products. I'm not kidding. And I'm talking to myself, guys, because he gets in my head 6.5 years later. Oh my gosh, what if your team doesn't grow this week? What if you can't find anybody else? What if? what if you can what if all day about anything you want, but I'm here to tell you that this is legit. The network marketing is legit. I had to learn to believe that. That's my biggest thing, is learning to believe. I had to learn to believe in these products. I had to learn to believe in network marketing. I had to learn to believe in Plexus. I had to learn to believe in myself. Guys, I'm not a natural born leader at all. I can't say the hard things. That is so hard for me to do, is to say some hard things sometimes. Terrifies me, wants me to crawl under the table. I'll say something sometimes. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. Let me just da-da-da-da-da. I had to learn to believe that I could do all these things, and I still have to convince myself sometimes that I can do these things. But you can do it. No matter where you come from, no matter what personality you have, no matter what your story is, no matter, I lost weight with Plexus. Personally, people don't know, I had some tummy issues. I feel great. I'm 43. I'm on 0 medications. Like all these things. But I don't have like a life-changing, I couldn't get off the couch story. I have little stories. I have my kid's story, my husband's story. My husband's off cholesterol medication. He's off anxiety medication. My kids no longer have eczema or warts. I have all these things. But I have a passion, and I know that this is going to change. And so you just keep going, and you just keep sharing, and you never give up. That's it. So anyways, I hope that helped. I know that y'all are all off and about. Ask me anything. I'm here. I can stay on for as long as you want. If y'all want to ask questions, I'm totally cool with that. But Kristen, you tell me what you want me to do.
I love you. I love you so much. And I love your heart. I want to just quickly tell you a full circle story too. Annette is on the Zoom, and we met when I was like 12 or 13, and she was probably 7 or 8 in California. And I've been talking to her, trying to get her on the team because she's awesome, for like a year or more. And she now lives in Nebraska. So I was like, that's so cool that Beth has a team in Nebraska. She's in Nebraska. I'm in Texas now, but
I'm going this week. Did you know
I
that?
know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I told her, but we'll talk after. But I was just like, it's so crazy how it comes full circle, and everybody is here together. And I do feel like our team is a family. But yeah, if you guys have anything to ask Beth, feel free. I know some of you are heading.
Yeah, ask me anything. I like went all over the place with that. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it was amazing. I loved every minute of it. It was great.
I sit down and get excited sometimes.
I love it. See, we're still excited after 5 and 6.5 years. So
at 8:30 in the morning.
Yes.
I'm super impressed though that y'all like are.
I know, they're amazing.
Yeah.
If you guys think of anything, Beth is on our team page too. You can there. If you think of anything, she's on Facebook.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Beth.
Of course, anytime. Y'all have a good day. Bye, guys. Thanks for being on.
Bye, guys.